thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. It's real blue, still new. Shopping.
He sleep, little? What'd you say, bro?
It's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills.
Big. Once you put out easy. I'll still cook, but you know, that ain't gonna be.
For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I really wish we had that gumbo.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And early, how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? Colin officially lost 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
You better run that stretch. That's all you can run anyway.
Well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers.
Nick Chubb ain't had him many yards. I ran inside zone and got all my yards.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Open man here, Schwartz complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first. Because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make big plays downfield.
What's your move?
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This time dropping up. Let's see what he made up.
You don't have to go for it, man.
I don't. Let me see what he in. Oh, this should be it.
They'll run for it. Chubb.
Get out of here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I almost didn't get that.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gain decent yardage.
Let's go. House it. Please house it. Please house it.
Play number 7 now.
Everyone needs a
On
house.
the drive.
The Saints
3rd and
game.
5.
I needed that house for the points.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no
Robert
additives,
Chapman,
right?
right?
Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Let that nigga Harris go, son. Fuck.
15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing
What
any
Harris
lanes
did?
to open up.
They say he held it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
20 points from Debo Samuel.
Extra point by Yorkie is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
This is fucking bullshit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
RPO. I just gotta be on a nigga on that end when you're trying
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 37, they work on 2nd
I
and 6.
didn't put Myles Garrett back up.
Allen gonna throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
Wait, what?
And they're gonna have this
I left that
across
nigga
midfield
defensive,
and
man.
inside the 45.
I only wanted that like
Alana
that.
calling. Calling who? Alana
Allen
calling.
now on first down.
What Kyle?
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there,
Answer that, girl.
extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What, you don't want to be our friend no more? You don't want to be our friend no more?
After the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's
I can't
Allen.
believe I let this nigga beat tackles, man.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw.
That's a pick.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Quick,
Once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game,
good
and
one.
they've been successful doing it.
Good defense.
9 yards is a pick up there, and they'll have a second and 1.
That was a good pass breakup right there.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Wow.
You watching that shit?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Nigga just stood you up. That's all. Oh, that bitch up the middle.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he's just a little bit extra.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 3rd down, here's
Oh,
Hunt.
did he get it?
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Deshaun Watson. I can't have that.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game.
I'm a field goal.
It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easy.
30 at the buzzer beater, you dig? Let's get it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
You want to call for linebacker?
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Uncorks one for Davis.
That's cool. I got it.
This is intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to
I need a Mockingbird.
Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Wait, how the fuck they score, Jack?
For the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
How is it 13-0?
Starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there.
The moving parts on a play like this, you know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
68 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And again, it's Chubb. Dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football
Well, you
is
have
not
put
just
that
played
card
on the
at.
offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
What y'all feel like eating?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and
inside zone. So not just be running it outside.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What you feel like eating, Cameron? What you feel like you fat? What you feel like you Kai?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
I'm not going to try. It is for I've been there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's us. Let's go. Let's go.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. the middle. It's Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Watson, off play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside
you got the ball
30.
again, nigga?
A gain of 22.
Yeah. What?
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
This has become one of those kind of a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in
What you
front
want
of
from
the
Tyler
ball
Bell,
and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. There's a nice move. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
I want fake this field goal so bad. Because I know he's not in defense. I got the threat to take this shit on, so it's showing me he's guessing everybody. I'm going to do it next time.
Able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
I'm going to tell you where I be fucking niggas up at, Josh. I got strip specialists on this nigga I got playing in the middle. They'll pick. You know, niggas like throwing over that middle all the time. So that bitch come on, push his strip.
Certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute
so if a nigga do catch it,
and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the
I think that in the second half, he going to come with that shit even more. I don't trust this nigga.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Marquez to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game.
We good, fella.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We are good.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles
He might
Davis.
come with the bullshit,
set
though.
and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
This is Cook with the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one
Nigga,
away.
see me putting that line. I get on that fucking line back when I know it's a pass.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on
Nigga
that
blocking
play,
the fuck
though.
on my guy. Oh, you like that?
And that is caught. It's Davis.
Come on, man.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
I just got 3 games in a row, Chad.
Huh?
I'm about to lose 3 games in a row.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he's
I'm
going to
about
let
to beat
this
this
go for the end
nigga.
zone.
Miles Sanders gonna have to have a hell of a game.
Oh, that boy caught that bitch. That's the bitch. That is down.
Shakir, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
That should have been a pig, man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit farther.
Lock, man.
Score on the other side, but this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime.
Damn.
They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
That shit don't be getting no
Give him
yards.
2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 9.
Good old safety, Josh.
They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
When I get the time, it's tough, man.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the
If I get the time, it's touchdown.
caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Yeah.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hey, dog, I'm on this fucking game set, nigga. You got this time.
Whatever. Whatever. Oh.
Nigga passing that bitch with 3 seconds left on it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
a pick. Man, you serious?
Nowhere to
Oh,
fit
you
that football
fucking
in.
serious.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
Watch that,
That's
man.
opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On play action, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the interception, here's Watson. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they pull a clean?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, it won a Heisman.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes off now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Dances by at the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way.
Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He sets to fire deep. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll give it to Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
56.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And Watson's going to throw it here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, the